Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. Last time, we mostly let people talk at us, and we had a fight against Guzma. We did a little bit of stuff in the Festival Plaza, and that was honestly about it. Today we're going to be making our way up Route 12, and hopefully we're going to feel like we made a little bit more progress for the amount of time that we spend here. Let me see, Mudsdale is too big to get through small gaps, so if I want to be able to, like, go through that gap, I'm going to have to dismount. Is there going to be anything interesting to run into here? That is a Torkoal. Okay. That is a new encounter. I am just going to chuck a quick ball at this and see if anything happens. Alright, so you are one of the newfangled fancy weather Torkoal. You have Drought for the ability. I think I mentioned this earlier. I thought about actually, like, quick ball here. Trying to do a weather team in this game. Because there's a couple of Pokemon who you can run into just regularly who can have weather abilities without having to do any hidden ability shenanigans. Pelipper with Drizzle, Torkoal with Drought. But I decided against it. I decided to do the Dragon thing instead. Maybe in another game I'll do a weather team. So we caught you in a quick ball, and we can add you to the Pokedex, and we can be on our way. We're just gonna skip ahead of all this. Alright, so now we're gonna go and dismount. And nope. That was the wrong one. I went the wrong way on the D-pad, and we're going to need to go and select that. So let's go in here, and okay. So there's a trainer who saw me from. I actually thought you were facing the other way, but that's okay. Let's see. You are Rising Star. I was about to say I think you're an Ace trainer, and then I remembered that I think those guys are blue in this game. Not green. So that's a Tortuga. So that is a fossil from Unova. Right? I don't have anything that can take down a Tortuga quickly. I'm just gonna go and Aqua Jet. Alright, so we've got that. That's gonna do like 2 damage. I think it was 6 damage. 3 times more than I thought it was gonna do. We're just gonna go and use Dragon Rage. This battle is gonna be over quickly. I don't suppose you've got any other better moves that you can use against me. Smackdown, that's not gonna do a whole lot more. It's neutral effective, but you're still, like, a Tortuga. So, let's see, you're going to use Aqua Jet again, and that's going to do another 6 damage. I'm just going to go finish you off, and we can be on our way. Do the Rising Stars pay out a lot of money? I feel like the Rising Stars have a high, like, base money yield. Alright, Elgin gained a level. Don't care, you're not an official member of my team. 1584 Pokédollars for winning. That is 15% of another vitamin. But let me go over here, pick up an elixir, okay? We can go over here and, let's see, is this going to be anything interesting? I guess if you didn't want to go through all the tall grass and fight that one particular trainer, you could take an alternate path through this tall grass and over the Mudbray. I don't really know. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Let's go ahead and fight these two. You look like a double battle, so I'm going to go and toss out someone who I actually want to gain experience up front. So, Foos... you can switch for Pico, and it's going to be the two trade dragons who I think are going to do this fight. Alright, the weather in Alola is too nice, so that's why I want to get rowdy, yeah? Alright, wish the weather was worse, said everybody ever. So on top of the, what I guess I'll call the synthetic lag, with the, like, UI transition, like, animation, squash and stretch, whatever, that just makes UI transitions take too long, double battles in this game also feature actual lag. It's incredible. So I've got 24 Soda Pop. I am incapable of seeing this word now without thinking of a particular song from a particular animated, film from last year. It's so funny how, like, particular words and phrases just go, either, depending on your point of view. Manectric. Okay, haven't seen one of those yet. I don't think I've seen an Electrike either. Where would I have run into an Electrike earlier in this game? Is Electrike available earlier in this game? I honestly don't think I knew that Manectric was part of the Alola Pokedex. Anyway, let's go and toss a quick ball. See if anything happens. Nope. Alright, so fully evolved Pokemon at full health I guess is just a little bit too much. I also can't paralyze you, which is annoying. Fully evolved Pokemon at full health is, I guess, just a little bit too much even for a quick ball. So you're gonna attempt to just charge into me. I'm gonna attempt to Dragon Rage you. And the nice thing about Dragon Rage is the fixed damage means that, the fixed damage that it does means that I don't have to worry about a critical hit or a damage roll or anything like that, and I can just bring you down to red. And now we can go and, I've got probably, like, some Dusk Balls. Those work at night, right? I'll save those. I've got, I think I've got some Ultra Balls. Heavy Ball, Fast Ball, Moon Ball, Level Ball. Where did I get all the specialty Pokeballs from? I don't remember where I picked up all the specialty Pokeballs from. So let's just try one of these, get it out of my inventory. Doesn't really have a real use to Luxury Ball. That didn't work. Alright. I feel like Hao or Lily or Ace Roller or someone gave them to me eventually, probably at some point. Dusk Ball, Net Ball, Heal Ball. Like, I'm not realistically gonna use that. My last team member, when I catch it, I'll just heal with items. No, didn't like that either. If I have to, I'll go and use a Dusk Ball or something. But we'll see if we can avoid it coming down to that. Alright, so that worked. We have gone and caught ourselves a Manectric. Some experience is going to go around. I probably should switch... Alright, Lug is level 35 also. I probably should switch Strewn out of lead now. But at the same time, like, I don't really want to put Foos or Bird Brain into lead. I guess I'll leave Strewn. Well, my Dragon Rage is, like, almost out. And yes, it is episode 33, and I am still using Dragon Rage. I'll just put Foos out front just to see what she can do. Alright. So that's going to be ourselves a Manectric. I guess I'll go put a Repel on now. I don't know how much it's going to keep away, because only level 32, but hopefully it'll be better than nothing. I think the Manectric was level 29. Let's go and bring out Mudsdale here, and we can run over, pick up a... Wait, what did I do? Did I accidentally open a help menu? Anyway, that was a Mudbray, which I wasn't... Alright, get out of there. That was a Mudbray, which I wasn't able to get away from, and I am gonna have to heal from because I took damage there. Anyway, as I was saying, it's funny how, like, certain words or phrases get, depending on your point of view, like, ruined for you or, like, made funnier based on various pop culture references. I don't even... The song Soda Pop wasn't even one that I especially liked in K-pop Demon Hunters, but it does have a way of sticking in your brain. Probably more so than the rest of the songs in that movie. Anyway. Alright, so that was another false Pokemon. Cranidos, Chip Away normally is a move that sucks and would never do that much damage, but Rampardos, I think, is, at least for a long time, I don't know if it still is, was, I think, the highest physical attack of any, like, non-legendary, non-mythical, non-whatever Pokemon. And its pre-evolution Cranidos has still got some pretty high physical attack. Its defenses and speed are garbage, but it's, the mother of all glass cannons, as some might say. So we're gonna go and fight this scientist over here. Do I actually have any revives, or am I going to have to run back to town? I might have to run back to town. Alright, I've got a max revive. I am not going to use that. BRB. Oh, Melee City also has a technical machine shop. I didn't know this was here. I was just checking the clerk to see what they had. I could buy all of these just to, like, have them in my inventory. I guess I'll do that. Don't know offhand if anyone on my team can learn, like, Shadowclaw or anything, and I'm not really especially interested in using, like, Rock Polish or Psych Up. But just because it gives me a sense of completion, I'm just gonna go and buy all of those. I feel like I bought U-Turn earlier. Or found U-Turn earlier or something. Because Pico has it, but I don't remember where I picked it up. I don't know if I, like, learned it immediately in the, like, one of the videos immediately before I reset my save. But, anyway, we're just gonna buy it again, I guess, in that case. So, charging back out over this way, I think there were a couple more trainers who I haven't fought yet, so I'm not sure if I should stay on Mudbray or dismount. That is a cross attack. Maybe I should use more battle items than I have been. I know that they're usually better than I give them credit for, but I also... I tend to not like... I guess this is my competitive training. I tend to not like single stat buffs in games as much as like multi-stat buffs or raising a stat by 2 stages. Alright, it's Oak again. Yeah, we do keep running into each other. I've got some stickers that I'm supposed to redeem from you, I think, that I haven't done. I might do that by the end of the game, probably. Anyway... Mantine surfing. Oh, okay. So because we didn't surf to get to this island, Mantine surfing is gonna just be like on this beach over here, I guess. I've thought about doing a little bit more of that on my own because battle points for learning moves and that kind of thing. I haven't quite bitten on it yet. Let's see what we can redeem here, because I think I checked and they're different at different beaches. Alright, so that is, if I have 2 BP. If I wanted, I could, redeem some more vitamins. I think that one's at every beach. There's one that's moves, and there's usually, like, 4 move tutors for various learning moves in the game. Thunder Punch, Endeavor, Focus Punch, Icy Wind, Zen Headbutt, C-Bomb, Laser Focus, Trick, Drill Run, Magic Coat, Magic Room, Ice Punch, Wonder Room. These aren't bad. I'm thinking... Frustroda, in her final form, might have use for a couple of the punching moves. I'll think about it. And is there anyone else? No, no one else? Alright. So we're gonna go pick up a revive over there. Alright, I just literally just ran right back to town and wasted all my money on a bunch of those. You are Ula Ula Beach. Alright, Statland. Okay, so I guess, can I just hit the A button instead of using Statland Search? Because Statland Search is objectively bad. There's a couple of rants I have about modern Pokemon games that, funnily enough, tend to not be the rants that most people have about modern Pokemon games. And I feel like I should like lay it off the item finder thing a little bit, because I have spent a lot of time complaining about that in this game so far. Like, even more than the whole, like, how long everything takes to discuss thing. Oh, there's a bunch of Slowpoke out here. Is this gonna be another one? Alright, so, another letter in a bottle. Is this gonna be another one of those, like, find all the Slowpoke or find all the something quests? My Noah, a trainer on Ula Ula Island. He should be at Melee City's Cape. Okay. Interesting. As soon as I get to the next fast travel point... You can touch, but you can't catch. As soon as I get to the next fast travel point... I'll try to remember to go back and do that, because that sounds like a battle, and battle sounds like experience, and experience sounds like something I want. So, let's see, you are a trainer, I can fight you, I think. I'll continue that thought after this. Alright, there you go, Foos. Basically, taking out an entire Starmie on your own. Payback is a good move if you're able to put yourself in a situation where, like, it does the double damage, which slow Pokemon, like some of the ones on my team, sometimes can. Alright, what's out this way? Alright, I hit A randomly. I found a power point up. Is there anyone who I would want to give that to? I guess I could give that to Extreme Speed on Stroon. I could give that to... I don't know if anyone else has any moves with 5 power points. Wait a minute. Are we, like, back? Hang on. I thought there was more. I thought there were trainers who I haven't seen yet. Let me go... Because I came out... Alright, it was here, these two. I came out of this hole in the wall. And I saw these two guys and I turned around. So let me go and fight this guy. You are not someone who will fight me. Dragon Tail is a move that will send an opponent flying in battle. Alright, so beat every last trainer on Route 12. Usually the boss trainer of the route can be found by the beginning, but you are kind of in the middle. Let's go and take care of this guy. You know what, speaking of power point-ups, I saw just there that Brick Break on Fuse has 24 power points, which is more than it should. I think it should have 15. And I feel like that's probably because when I, like, rewound time and I tried to revert my team to what it was before, I must have, like, had a different move in the slot and used a power point-up on it or something like that, and I forgot to reset it to its original value. What that might have been, I don't know. I don't remember the moves that this thing learns off the top of my head. But, yeah, I tried to, like, reset, because there were a couple of PowerPoint ups that I used, like, towards, I think, the end of the island when I stopped playing. And I tried to, like, erase those when I reset my save, but it looks like I missed one. So, this guy, did I fight everyone yet? Alright, so I've fought everyone yet, and I guess I'm gonna go and fight you, and probably end the video here, the Kahuna of Route 12. So, the Z-power of a Route 12 Kahuna. I thought that almost said the Z-power of 12 Kahunas, which probably would be a lot to take on at once. Let's see if you actually use it this time, unlike the last one I fought. I feel like Larvesta should be one of those things that, like, dies just by looking at it, but it didn't die just by looking at it. That's TM82 Dragon Tail. I got that on Foos already. Don't think I really need to learn another one of those, but thank you all the same. Collecting TMs is fun. So, let me see. Should I end this off here, or should I end it off up here? I don't think there's any... I don't think there's a whole lot up this way. Oh, no, there's a guy up there. I'm going to end it off down below. So, I think next time, I'm going to be sticking my head in the power plant, which I think is just a side area. I don't think there's really a whole lot up there. And then we'll be moving on to the rest of the islands. You should all go check out Wizarducks in the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I wanted to end it on the beach. I think the beach is over here. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.